Let's learn about how to do text annotation symbols for close reading with this story, The Three Little Pigs. We're going to be looking at annotation tools that we have in here in our Google Suite tools. We're looking in a Google slide to see what tools we can use to annotate if your teacher is putting a story in a Google slide. In Google Docs, they have very similar tools as well that you can use to annotate a text. Let's get started. Our first symbol is to underline. Identify key details or events in the text. If we want to find a key detail, we could go ahead and either use this line and we could underline a certain sentence if we wanted to, if that was a key detail that we wanted to underline. And let's say that we want to identify possible main ideas in a text. To be able to do that, we are going to use a star symbol. We're going to go up to where it says shapes, this little button right here. We're going to click on where it says callouts, and we're going to go to where it has that star, the 5-point star. And let's say that we think the main idea is right here. We can go ahead and put that star right there. We can also change the color of the stars. Let's say if I want my star to be yellow. And if I change my mind, I can also move the star over there if I think, oh, actually this sentence is the main idea. So I can definitely still move it around and change my ideas there. My next one I can do is going to go ahead and marking the order of events in a sequence. I'm going to go up to my shapes. I'm going to click on that circle. And let's say I see the first little pig and then the second and then the third little pig. I think that's the sequence we're going to follow. So I'm going to go ahead and put a circle there. Put the 1 for the first one. And then for the second little pig, we're going to go ahead and take that circle again. And we're going to go ahead and put that right here. Number 2. Again, taking the next circle. Number 3. So we're looking at sequence of events here. So in what order did things happen? And this one was pretty easy, and it looked like it actually happened one after the other, but that's not always true with every story. Our next annotation symbol we're going to look at is being able to circle to identify important or key words or phrases. So let's say there's a word that you don't know and you want to go back and look at it later, or be able to go back when you're meeting with your teacher and ask what that word means. Again, you would grab a shape, you could grab a square, I'm just going to continue to use that circle. And let's say I don't know what the word chimney is. I'm going to go ahead and circle that word. And when the default turns it to gray, so we're just going to go up to here. We're going to say transparent so we can see through it. And maybe I want to change the color of the circle. I can change it to blue or red or purple, whatever I would like, right? The last two, we're going to actually use the text box tool for this. So it says using a question mark to be able to mark places where you have a question, or you could actually nicely be able to write out that question in this. So let's say I take the text box and I have a question about, let's say, the first little pig. So I'm going to click in there and I'm going to say, why is the first little pig so lazy? Oops, lazy, question mark. And so now I have that question that I'm going to annotate. I'm going to put it right where it says the first little pig. I'll put it right here off to the side. And I can go ahead and have that annotation right there. The last one is the exclamation point. So again, I would take my text box, not my shapes. And I would say, okay, maybe I find it really interesting that the third little pig had a very sturdy house built from bricks. So maybe I say, wow, this house looks like it will last for a long time. Whatever you want to write, exclamation point. Again, I can make my text box a little bit bigger. I can make it a little bit bigger here. I can also, if I would like to, I can move it around. And I can also make, if I want to put a box around it, I can make the box a little bit thicker by clicking that. So see how the text box got a little bit bigger there? You could definitely put a little black box around it if you want to highlight that. There are a lot of different tools in here. Explore it, find different things that work for you.